Today is the first day of the first community event for October for Star Wars Battlefront 2. It's the Heroes Unleashed event, and in it, the heroes are going to be 75% off, and they're also going to be able to have 8 per side for the entirety of the game. So is it fun? Let's talk about that next. Welcome back, and oh my god, is the Heroes Unleashed event so much fun. This is by far the most amount of fun that I have had with Star Wars Battlefront 2 since the initial release. Having 8 heroes out on the field is exciting. It's a blast. It makes it a little scary to be a normal trooper, but it also allows you to have a ton of playtime as heroes. This lets you experiment with heroes that you normally wouldn't choose or wouldn't want to play, but there are also some drawbacks. So I can see why some people are not huge fans of this game or with the amount of heroes that are out there. But let's just talk about it here for a second. So with the heroes being 75% off, the heroes cost 1,100 battle points or 1,500 battle points for the non-era heroes. This makes it so that you can have a hero out before you even start shooting on most maps if you're playing officer. Last night on Camino, I had the 1,500 battle points needed before I fired a single shot at an enemy droid. Then I just got Rey and just wrecked the rest of the match. Like, that is crazy. It's a lot of fun. It can lead to some undesired behaviors. Like, I joked that we should all just stay back as droids and buff each other up until we had 8 full heroes, and then just do a massive push with all 8 heroes out and nobody on the other team having any points. And you know, it does increase the number of officers. I think on Takodana we only had 4 non-officers in our entire squad, so it makes it a little frustrating to be a normal trooper since everyone's trying to get that 1,000 battle points as fast as possible. But it is a lot of fun once the heroes come out, and you can get the 1,000 battle points very quickly even if you're not playing officer. So specialists, you have a newfound love with the Stinger pistol since there's so many heroes out this weekend. Make sure you're running that Stinger pistol to go ahead and tag them all so that they don't heal up, and it lets your teammates kind of take them down quickly. Heavies, you know, the supercharged will still take down heroes very quickly, and so will Explosive Sentry. Assault Vanguard takes them down fast as well. So normal troopers, you can take them down, but it is going to be a little harder. It does make it hard for normal troopers to run around the map, and it is a little bit more death intensive for those of us who, or for those of you who don't get the first 8 heroes out. Now, just because you don't get the first 8 heroes doesn't mean that you're completely useless. So one major thing is if you find yourself being a normal trooper or just having a ton of extra battle points, because you will, use the reinforcements, bring out the Cuddly Bunch or the Wookiees and other reinforcements like the Rocket Troopers, and you'll be able to support your heroes pretty well, making games a lot more intense and a lot more chaotic. It is really cool to see 3 lightsaber wielders just running around with a bunch of Wookiees and Rocket Troopers following them. It's kind of a scary sight for anybody, regardless if they're heroes, blaster, or melee, or just a normal trooper. So make sure that you're supporting your heroes if you're a normal trooper, which is the way the game really should have been set out to begin with, where infantry is there to support the heroes. Also, just make sure you keep your eyes on your minimap so that you don't run into a large group of heroes, like 4 or 5 of them. And if you are playing a hero, that goes for you as well, since you're not invincible. Let's talk to those of you who get the first 8 heroes, like we were doing last night on Galactic Assault. So if you get one of the first 8 heroes, don't just sit around and camp with them. I know that a lot of people tend to do that with heroes because they don't want to die and they feel that they need to hold the hero as long as possible so that they can help their team. Right now, everyone has points and is going to have points to play a hero. So there's no worries that you're not going to be able to have 8 heroes out on the board, because everybody will get the points very, very, very quickly. So be a little bit more aggressive. It's okay to die as a hero. I mean, don't be stupid aggressive. Like, don't run into a doorway that's just full of enemy troopers and expect to live. But it's okay to be at the front lines and engaging. One, it'll help your team push a lot faster. Like on Takodana, we still managed to push the enemy team, the Imperials, onto their spawn point, and they were not able to get off. The reason we were able to do that, though, was all of their melee or lightsaber heroes refused to get to the front lines and push forward. Like, they had Kylo Ren running around in the back of the spawn in the safe area for him with Darth Vader and Darth Maul. That doesn't do you any good. That doesn't help your team at all. You need to be up front if you're a melee hero. And then if you're a ranged hero, you don't want to be at the very, very, very front, but you want to be pretty close so that you can help your team out. Most ranged heroes have some sort of stun that can really change the balance when it comes to a hero-on-hero fight. And also, if you're running around with groups of heroes, especially near the front lines, you're going to be able to take points very quickly from enemy troops. So please, if you're playing a hero this weekend, be a little bit more aggressive than you normally would, and try heroes that you haven't already. Now, as for my thoughts on the Heroes Unleashed event, this really needs to be the way that Star Wars Battlefront 2 is. There should be more heroes on the map than just 2 per side and then 4 on the last phase. This having 8 heroes out has made me realize that's what's really missing in this game, is the amount of heroes running around. So while I understand a lot of people don't want to have 8 heroes because it is super chaotic and it is kind of messy and it is a little frustrating if you're playing a normal trooper, I propose that we go with 4 heroes on the first couple phases, and then on the final phase, that's when you allow all 8 heroes to come out. If we do it that way, each team will have 4 heroes the entire match, which will allow you to have basically a heroes versus villains with troopers on the side and objectives for them to fight for. This will also make it so that no one is banking a ton of battle points near the end of the match, because people will be spending them on heroes throughout the match. And then when you have all 8 out at the end, everyone should have at that point a chance to play a hero, and that hopefully will reduce the number of people camping the spawn screen, since again 8 people were able to spend all of their battle points throughout the entirety of the match. Personally, I would love to see just 8 heroes the entire time, because it really is super fun, and it is really cool to be able to see all the heroes out and be able to pick a hero as soon as you get the points without having to worry about, you know, respawning yourself and killing yourself. Although I did do that, not gonna lie, last night a couple times, and this has just re-energized me for Star Wars Battlefront 2. I really feel like doing more of this, more Heroes Unleashed style events, or even just making Heroes Unleashed permanent. Please make Heroes Unleashed permanent. I will play this game until death if that is the case, or at least until something a lot more fun comes out, because I mean, there's nothing more satisfying than picking Banana Shirt and then shooting Darth Maul in the face with my blaster. I enjoy that quite a bit, and I would love if this was a permanent fixture in the game. But you know what? Tell me what you guys think. Is this something that you would like to see permanent in the game, or would you be more for it being permanent if it was like 4 heroes or 6 heroes as opposed to 8 the full time? I'd love to hear from you guys on that. If you've made it this far, make sure to hit that like, subscribe button, and then comment, because commenting really helps the videos get found. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you in game.